U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Christian McCaffrey with the carry.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete to number
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Carolina.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is, we have to answer right now.
And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 20.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The ball carrier.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Third down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. Plays second back right around the 41-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 16.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a nice job there, skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard.
Now it's Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The Vikings send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Carolina.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Vikings 7.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, and they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think of a play like this as a corner. You've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Underneath to the tight end, Burton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around the defender.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at them. And he's going to go down again.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
The 31-yard line.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Dante
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
intended for number 7.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I don't want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Gain of 16 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That is hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3rd and 3.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Quick throw complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
What I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Vikings.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, here's the run with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jackson's pass.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Six yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And 4 at the 18-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
brings
Well,
up
it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Christian McCaffrey.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly. In the second half, they come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to Trey Burton.
Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
And he's got it up and through. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Carolina.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Panther touchdown.
Jason Myers.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Very quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of...
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Give to Cook out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run, Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Dalvin Cook.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Vikings.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. McCaffrey following the penalty. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 50 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular. Than the last.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Dalvin.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Those passes intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked up by Troy Prime. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go Larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Pickup on the play.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 63 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Jackson on first down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to go up top again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, welcome back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's good.
We're up from the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
27-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, my goodness. Another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.